The more we tolerate, the less respect we command from others. This isn't merely my opinion. As one wise man once said, what you don't recognize controls your life. Suppressing the inner discomfort of feeling unappreciated for an extended period is not a sign of patience or virtue, but rather a form of self-deception. Ultimately, this situation can lead to resentment or even depression. We are all aware of a significant issue in the modern world. Gratitude often goes unspoken, and kindness is frequently taken for granted. People tend to abuse this kindness, failing to value it appropriately. However, it is time to put an end to this trend. Kindness deserves to be shared where it can be appreciated. If it goes unrecognized and you continue to give, that becomes a different matter altogether. Let's begin with the fact that Sagittarians are characterized by their active nature, bringing energy and humor to any situation. However, when they feel unappreciated, their silence becomes the first noticeable sign. If a Sagittarius withdraws and becomes lost in thought, it indicates they are grappling with internal emotions. Their silence reflects the processing of negative feelings. They prefer to reflect on their emotions rather than share them. During these moments, they may avoid communication or respond curtly. Another response is the loss of tact. Known for their honesty, Sagittarians can become abrupt and tactless if they feel consistently devalued. They may speak without a filter, delivering sharp comments that can catch others off guard. Their intention is not always to cause harm. Rather, frustration overshadows their diplomatic skills. An upset Sagittarius may criticize and highlight shortcomings too directly, which can come across as aggressive. This behavior stems from a need to express their emotions, not from a desire for conflict. Once their emotions settle, they may recognize their harshness and seek to make amends. In any case, their sincerity during these moments reveals their internal struggles. If the previous approaches fail, Sagittarians may begin to distance themselves. The simplest way to demonstrate that they feel unappreciated is by becoming less available. This tactic is often referred to as cutting contact. They will stop offering assistance, giving gifts, or providing emotional support. If you ask them directly about their feelings, you will likely receive an evasive response. People often begin to appreciate what they have only after they lose it. Sagittarians will cease initiating conversations, calling without reason, or offering help. Sarcasm and dark humor. When Sagittarians are upset, their humor takes on a sarcastic and biting tone. They're usually playful, which shifts, reflecting underlying irritation. This change in tone signals that they are not in their typical cheerful state. During such times, their humor acts as a defense mechanism, allowing them to vent frustration without delving into deeper emotions. Although sarcasm may appear lighthearted, it often contains veiled references to genuine difficulties in understanding. In moments of emotional tension, Sagittarians often feel the need to step back and restore their inner balance. Unfortunately, most people won't even notice their absence. Those who do may blame them for being overly sensitive. In our culture, individuals who assert their boundaries in a non-aggressive manner are frequently labeled as touchy or too sensitive. However, Sagittarians refuse to be convenient emotional support. They are not free psychologists or individuals you can call at any time to vent your frustrations. If you've only reached out to them when you needed help, don't be surprised if they become unavailable when you seek them out. Quietly withdrawing is a Sagittarius's way of signaling that they feel unappreciated without engaging in arguments or lengthy discussions. They used to initiate texts asking, "How are you?" But now they'll leave it up to you. Instead of maintaining the conversation, they'll respond briefly and politely, ceasing to be emotional donors. If someone complains about their distance, a Sagittarius may simply change the subject or suggest that the person go elsewhere. Sagittarians are known for their easygoing nature, but when they are in a bad mood, even the smallest annoyances can trigger an overreaction. A slow internet connection, a misplaced item, or someone being late can provoke an outsized response. This overreaction often stems from deeper issues and accumulated frustrations. Minor inconveniences become triggers for pent-up emotions. An intriguing question arises. Can Sagittarians seek revenge? For Sagittarians, revenge transcends mere emotional impulse. It becomes a philosophical reflection. Before unleashing their metaphorical arrows, they may embark on a lengthy lecture about fairness, impartiality, and moral principles. You might hear tales from their childhood, musings on the theory of relativity, and insights into how everything in our world is interconnected. By the time they conclude their sermon, you may have already left, or perhaps even fallen asleep listening to them. However, don't be misled by their verbosity. Sagittarians may take their time to exact revenge, but they never forget. They possess a remarkable ability to wait, and just when you think everything is in the past, they will return to settle the score. Much like Virgos, they enjoy making their adversaries navigate through endless paperwork, complicating even the simplest tasks. Another distinguishing trait of Sagittarius is their straightforwardness. Sagittarians openly express their thoughts and are unafraid of conflict. Even if the majority stands against them, they will voice their beliefs and can often persuade others to view the situation from a different perspective. This directness and honesty frequently position Sagittarians as individuals who attain significant wealth. If you have a close relationship with someone born under this sign, be prepared for their candid remarks. They willingly share their opinions, even when you haven't solicited them. Remember, they possess important insights that they are not shy about expressing. Another tactic Sagittarians employ is mirroring the behavior of those who devalue them. They will adjust their attitude based on how they are treated. If they're not contacted, they will reciprocate by not reaching out. If someone shows disinterest in their life, they will mirror that lack of interest. If a Sagittarius has faced years of indifference, don't be surprised if they stop appreciating you. They will cease to be convenient for you and will no longer accommodate your schedule. If you are rude to them, they will respond with, "You don't need to talk to me like that." People quickly learn new rules when they find themselves on the receiving end. An intriguing question arises. Can Sagittarians leave forever? Individuals of this sign cherish their freedom and usually handle breakups with relative ease. However, when a serious relationship ends, they may struggle to let go. This optimistic fire sign can experience bouts of depression and a strong need for acceptance from a partner. Despite their fiery temperament, Sagittarians tend to recover quickly. They often forget past grievances and are likely to offer a second chance. That's all. Thank you for watching, and feel free to share in the comments how you handle those who devalue you.